So whether you are a seasoned cookie enthusiast or a first-time host, this guide will help you plan and host a memorable and easy holiday cookie exchange. Welcome to Epic Mom Life. I am your host, Kara Peterson. This show is sponsored by The Possum's Tale, a unique book adventure for your 6 to 12-year-old child. Let's jump into today's show. A sweet get-together that results in less stress this holiday season. Host a cookie exchange. The holiday season may mean cookie platters, whether you have them available for your family or this is what you're giving away as a neighbor gift. It can be a Herculean task to make a variety of goodies so they look really pretty, on the platter. Hosting a holiday exchange is a wonderful way to get together with friends and family, celebrate with them, and also sharing favorite homemade cookies. It also enables you to just make one kind of cookie. So whether you are a seasoned cookie enthusiast or a first-time host, this guide will help you plan and host a memorable and easy holiday cookie exchange. Number one, step one, plan the event. To host a successful event, it's really important to start with a solid plan. Here are some key things to consider when planning your event. Determine the date and time. This is especially important during the holidays because it seems like there's Christmas parties, there's, company parties or whatever, there's the light parade, there's all the school things that you have to go to. There's all these different functions. So you're going to try to get it in when it doesn't have a major conflict with something else in your area. Often afternoons or early evenings can sometimes sneak in at the best. So decide if you're going to do a theme or focus of the party. I like easy, so I'm going to go through this and I'm going to say that you have options. But I'm just going to tell you in the end the easy way. For me, the easy way is just to make it a traditional cookie exchange where everybody just brings their favorite cookies. You can do themes such as the gingerbread theme or a chocolate theme or that kind of thing. Yeah, I just make it like bring your own cookies. What type of exchange will you host? So remember the reason you are hosting the holiday cookie exchange. Are you doing this to have a fun get-together and get a variety of cookies for your family, or are you using this incredibly fun event as an excuse to make some yummy holiday gifts? I have a link in the show notes for other holiday gifts for your neighbors. Depending on the reason, you will determine how many cookies you will tell guests they need to provide. Consider the number of guests you expect to invite and make sure you have enough space to mingle and enjoy the cookies. Finally, create a detailed schedule for the day of the event, including when guests should arrive, when they can drop off their cookies. Okay, again, to me that's complicated. When the guests arrive, they just bring their cookies in. And when the party will be in. So step two, create invitations. Just craft digital invitations. Yes, you can make physical ones, but right now it's so much easier just to do a really quick digital invitation and send it out. There's free ones, and right now I'm spacing on the names of them, but you can just send them out through the email and have them reflect the spirit of the occasion. You can have holly, or you can have a big Santa open up or something like that. But when it comes to hosting a holiday exchange, the key to success is having the right guests. So start by making a list of friends and family members who would enjoy such an event. You don't want to invite people who are super busy and will flake out at the last minute and they'll just buy cookies at the grocery store, because you could just buy cookies at the grocery store to put on your cookie platter. When you're exchanging, you really want them to be homemade, fun things because you're going to all exchange that. I would go for my friends, neighbors, coworkers, those kind of people who I knew liked to cook or like to cook a particular kind of cookie enough that they would participate in that. The more people you invite, the merrier the party will be. Mention the date, the time, and the location, and any special instructions such as dietary preferences or cookie theme ideas. For example, I have an incredibly long driveway, but it's very narrow, so there's very little parking. So I always encourage people to carpool. Include a deadline for RSVPs. Yeah, I know nobody does RSVPs anymore, but explain that it's really important that everyone walks away with a full platter of cookies. And in order to do that, you will need to know the number of people to expect, because based on how many are coming will also tell you how many cookies each person has to provide. Step 3, choose a location. Depending on how many people you are expecting, you can host the exchange in your home. That's the easy way. A community center or a clubhouse or even a restaurant. A lot of people have planned neighborhoods and they actually have access to their clubhouses, so that might be a really, really great option. Size, you're going to need to have enough room for everyone to lay their cookies out and for people to walk around with their platters and take a few from each selection. Parking. See, I think about parking. Think about accessibility of the building and the parking availability. Decorate. If you have the flair for holiday decorating and creativity in you, go for it, because it's always so much more fun to have a holiday cookie exchange in holiday surroundings. And add music that sets the mood. So I am great at adding the music. I have all kinds of holiday music playlists. I have the decorating, not so much. Step 4, cookie selection. In order to host a successful holiday exchange, it's really important to prepare the cookies ahead of time. Everybody needs to know that. Since cookies are the focus of the party, let's spend a little time on them. Have a sign up with what kind of cookie, fudge, candy, etc. each person will be bringing that when they do their RSVP. And you can do this in a group like email or sign up that they all can see, that kind of thing. It's up to you if you are going to have cookies that will accommodate dietary restrictions. And if so, make sure you have will indicate that they are bringing nut-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, whatever. Because you also, like if you have chocolate chip cookies, for example, but you have chocolate chip cookies that are gluten-free or sugar-free, then it doesn't matter if you have 2 of the same kind, right? Because they're not necessarily 2 of the same kind. But otherwise, you really don't want to have 2 of the same kinds of things. Step 5, packaging and presentation. When it comes to hosting a holiday cookie exchange, one of the most important things you can provide is everything, because your guests just want to show up with all of their cookies. So they need presentation. They need to be able to have everything to put the cookies in. So you can either provide that, like tins or plates or something like that, or you can have them do that. But like I said, the more they have to provide, usually that's not really great. I don't like to spend a lot of money, so I don't do cookie tins for all my guests. I do that when I give them away. So I get holiday paper plates, and I just have them all do that. And then I get colored saran wrap, like they have green or red saran wrap, and then they can walk out the door with that, and then they can make it prettier if they want. Presentation table. Set up a table designed just for the guests to display their cookies before the exchange. So step number 6, the cookie exchange. So, yay! It's finally here. Time to have fun. Welcome the guests, so greet them. And you can greet them with warm drinks like hot cocoa or cider to set the mood. Have them arrange their cookies on their table and make sure to label the cookies with a cookie name and a brief description, especially if they met a dietary restriction. Cookie swap. Okay, this is again a place where you can go complicated or you can do Kara's stress-free, easy way. Establish an order in which participants can choose cookies. This can be done by drawing numbers or using a fun game, or you can do it the Kara way. I want each person to have 6 of each type of cookie. This goes back, however, to the type of exchange you are doing. I like to make my life simple. 2 of my holiday trays are going either to one of my people, like my hairdresser or somebody like that I know, or to my neighbors, or so 2 of them are gift trays. One of them is a house tray. With 6 of each cookie, I can put 2 of each type of cookie on each tray. Okay, if I invite 12 people, that means each tray has 24 cookies, and it's a variety. I think that's a really nice cookie tray. That means I want a holiday cookie exchange where I can make 3 platters, 1 to keep, 2 to give to neighbors. Okay, so if they want to do the same thing, they would do 3 platters with 2 of each cookie, or 2 platters with 3, or whatever way they want to configure it. They'll get 6 cookies from each person. This way, there's no need to do choosing of cookies or, playing a game for that. Everyone gets the same number and type of cookies. What it does mean, however, is that you need to know in advance how many people will be there. Because if you have 12 people coming, each person will need to bring 6 dozen if you want each person to get 6 of each cookie. That is a lot of cookies, and people may not want to bring that many. The rewards are really good, right? They only have to cook 1 kind of cookie, but they do need to make 6 dozen. So you'll need to establish the method that works best for you. If you're simply doing a fun get-together, this goes back to the reason you're doing it, each person can just bring 2 dozen cookies and everyone can just get like 2 or 3 cookies of each for their individual holiday platter. Step number 7, entertainment and activities. Your holiday exchange can be more than a cookie swap. Cookie-themed games keep the holiday spirit alive with cookie-related games like cookie decorating contest or guessing game about the ingredients in each cookie. Yeah, I don't do any of this, although it could be a lot of fun, I'm sure. I like simplicity. I like easy. I am not stressing about hosting a holiday cookie exchange. The holidays are way complicated enough. Plus, I have found that when you get a group of women, because I invite all my gal pals, we are never short on entertainment just chatting together. Plus, we're all kind of de-stressing from the holidays, so plenty to talk about. Recipe sharing. This is hugely important. Encourage guests to share recipes for their cookies. You can compile these into a digital or physical cookbook to distribute after the event. Okay, again, that's really complicated. You can make this really easy by simply having a Google document where everyone uploads their recipe to share. Enjoy the party. After all the hard work and the planning and preparing, it's finally time to just enjoy. Take pictures and make memories that will last long after the event has ended. Yep, it's Instagram and Facebook time. Remember, the goal is to create a joyous atmosphere where everyone can come together and celebrate the holiday season by relaxing and enjoying each other. Step 8, clean up. There's a packaging station. Set up a station where you can have guests pack leftover cookies to take home. This is a fabulous idea. But just so you know, we have never had leftovers. The kids usually come in and go through the leftovers and take care of all of that. And if you do have other moms or whatever and they bring the kids, just have a separate area where the kids are totally separate from everything. And you can hire one sitter for all of them and run a holiday movie. I'll have a link to my favorite holiday movies for this season as well. Cleanup crew. Enlist some help to clean up after the event. I also don't do the formal cleanup crew, but you may want help afterwards, especially if you are having this event in the evening and you are especially drained at night. I get really drained at night. Or if you are an introvert and being around a group of people for a couple of hours while fun has really left you empty. Step 9, follow up. Follow up is important. And it's not only important to say thank you, because in my case, they made 72 cookies, but also send thank you notes or emails to your guests for attending and participating, but also to get comments and feedback. Who is interested in participating next year? And does anyone else want to host? That would be great. And are there any changes anyone else would make? Share the recipes. Let everyone know in that feedback form that all the recipes are uploaded to the Google Doc so they can all go and check those out. And that is your holiday cookie exchange. Hosting a holiday cookie exchange is a delightful way to spread cheer during the holiday season while enjoying a variety of super nummy treats. By following these steps, you can create a memorable and festive gathering that your friends and family will look forward to year after year. Happy baking, exchanging, and savoring new flavors. Movie quote, rainbow drops. Suck them and you can spit in 6 different colors. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka. If you are hearing this message, you've listened to the entire episode, and for that, I want to send you a huge thank you. Please leave me a comment or review and share with other moms you know. Get in touch in the comments or on Kara's social media networks. See you next week for a new episode.